Hey everybody, Zach Martin here. Just wanted to wish you all a good morning. It's nighttime when I'm recording this, but it's gonna be morning time when you see it. So, working on some great bills here with some good friends of mine here in South Dakota. Blessed to be in connection with such powerful men and women that are dedicated and committed to helping our kids have access to both their parents and get love and connection uh, even after divorces and separations, because that's what kids really need. And kids who have both their parents in their lives do better. Science has proven it, research has shown it. There's no question. Kids that have both their parents do better in life. And these new laws that Tom Pishy has proposed, SB 172 and SB 181, these two bills are going to bring that for the kids here in South Dakota. And we get to go and show up right now and help make that happen. So today, my intention is I'm talking a little bit about what the bills are, and it's important to check those out and to know what they are. But right now, what's most important is that you know the process that you can go through to get these bills, and tell the legislators what it is you want, which is them to vote in favor of SB 172 and SB 181. We want both those bills to pass. They're both extremely important. They help dads and kids build relationships, and they take the fight out of kids being held and used as weapons in family court. So, if both parents are fit and able, and there's no violence and things along those lines, no child abuse, kids get to have a rebuttal presumption that both their parents are fit and both their parents are worthy and given 50% parenting time, and only if there is clear and convincing evidence that there is a problem, that domestic violence has happened or child abuse, that then a judge can use discretion and change parenting laws. And so nearly all of the parents in South Dakota will fall into the category of not having any problems, and that with not having any domestic violence and child abuse convictions and charges, that they will then be able to have equal share of parenting time from the time that the court documents are filed until and through the judicial decision, because the rebuttable presumption will be equal shared parenting. So let's start off with that bill first, because that's the one that everybody's excited about, right? Equal shared parenting is a big buzzword. It's super important and something that we definitely want to have. So here you can see on the side, I have this link, and I'll put the links down below. So when you see this video in the comments, you're going to have access to all the different links. And what we're going to do right now, I'm going to go through these links. I'm going to click on them. I'm going to fill it out. I'm going to send out the email right here, right now, and show you how simple it is. And take 5 minutes of your time. I know you're probably all just getting to work right now. If you're on East River, you're just getting to work. It's cold outside. You got to warm up, right? Let's get the blood flowing. And so while we're getting the blood flowing, what we're going to do is we're going to go and tell our legislators what we want them to do, because that is their job, is to do what we ask. And our job is to support them and make the right choices. So here you can see we have SB 172. I should probably enlarge that for you guys. I'm enlarging it for myself, but let me make it bigger for you. So you can see here I am on the screen, and you can look at the bill, right? And we have this is the bill, and this is a form that has been made by National Parents Organization (NPO). Some great people over there working on all the bills around the country, committed, focused, with incredible resources and attention to detail. These guys have been incredible, and we are blessed to have Matt Hale and Don Hubin and Luann on our team. Great, great supporters, great advocates and leaders for us to make this happen. So I want to give them a little bit of love right now, because what they've done with this is deserving of that love. And this makes it super simple. So I want you guys to see what it is I'm doing. You can see here, we're going to send this out to the state senators, right? Subject, it's already in place. Please support SB 172. I'm asking you to support SB 172, blah, blah, blah. You can read all this kind of stuff if you want to. It talks about different reasons why you couldn't have that, what the results are of kids having both parents. Definitely a great read. And you should probably know what's on here. I don't know what's on there right now, but I will. But you should know because if you call them up and you want to talk about this kind of stuff, this is what you need to know. This is what we're talking about. This is the speech. And so I'm gonna fill this out. My name, Zach Martin, right? And so I'm filling that out. My email, that's not the one I want to use, is kids deserve dads sd@gmail.com. Now you know my top secret email address, so use it. Yes, sign me up to receive text alerts. So what that gets with text alerts is you can get alerts from NPO from the system that we are setting up right now, and this system will give you text alerts. So when this bill goes to committee and we get that to pass the committee, then which it will, my senator is a no right now, but she's going to be a yes. And when we pass that committee, then we go to the floor, and when it goes to the floor, we get to do this again. And so what we have here, this is a chance for you to put your information inside of there, and for them to, I might put the wrong stuff in there. Yes, I'm right. For you to go on there and put your stuff in here, so that way they can know that they can send the stuff to you directly. I never use Chrome, and there you go. Boom. If you want to know where I live, don't show up at my house unannounced. So that's not cool. But the address is okay. If you put your address in here and you are an address in South Dakota, which is important, we want to have South Dakota residents supporting this bill. If you're from Minnesota or you're from Guam, I am so supportive that you care and you want to have this thing get passed. But what's important right now is that this gets passed right here in South Dakota, and we need South Dakota residents to submit this. And so in here, it's got the message we want to have. It's going to go to the senators. It's going to tell them what we want them to know about this bill, about what's best for kids and why shared parenting is what kids need, and it gives us the best results. It signs me up for a text message, and that message will then give us information on the future ones that come through. And then down here below, I spent 5 minutes on that, mostly because I spent 4.5 of that talking to you guys, and then I hit send. Prefix required, you know? You need a prefix. I'm a mister, so not to be confused with the missus. And now I'm gonna hit the send message again. And no, don't say that stuff. Thank you for your support. It went to my senator, Helen Duhamel, and she's gonna get this information from me. And so what's gonna happen then, she'll get this from me, and she'll get that I want her to support this thing. So if you're in South Dakota, anywhere in South Dakota, your senator will be the one getting this list, right? And so then we have SB 181. And then SB 181 is a parenting bill that gives unmarried fathers. So that's why unmarried fathers is tagged on this. So if you're an unmarried father, follow Ryan Powell. This is your chance to get yourself what you want, right? This is time with your kids without having to go to court, without having to prove yourself. Because you're the father, you admit and agree that you are the dad, you establish paternity, you are then granted the minimum non-custodial parenting time right off the bat. And so you want to have this. This gives you a chance to be the dad to your kids. Get to spend time with them. Get to be with them. Here I go again. I'm going to put in Mr. Let's see how fast I can go this time. While I'm looking and typing same time. Yikes. All right, Zach Martin, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Wear it out. It don't matter. So you fill this out. I also am putting in here again, receive text message alerts, even though I probably already going to get them from the other one. And I guess I'm going to find out if I get them twice or not. And if I do, that's okay. It's going to be all right. So I got that in there. My address, let's do 629. Actually, we're going to do my home address. Again, love you guys. We can all hang out. I'm going to be doing some meal prepping classes and things coming up here at the church that I do work for, supervised visiting exchanges for dads here in South Dakota. And with that, I definitely get to help out a lot of different people. And we're going to be doing meal prepping. They have a huge commercial kitchen downstairs. So we're going to start doing some meal prepping classes. We're going to plan out our weekends, everything else. But you can see here, I spent 5 minutes mostly talking to you guys. Everything's filled out. Remember me. Send me the emails. I like the spam. And no, something's wrong. They want to send me an email with a code. So if you do both of these back to back, chances are you may get to fill out the code. I happen to have a smartphone, and so because of that, I can just fill that code out real quick, and maybe it's gonna send. And it sent. Helen got to hear from me 2 times tonight, and you guys can do the same thing. So when you get the chance and you're watching this video, click on the link at the bottom of this page. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna have a link in the comments. You can choose either way to go about doing this stuff, and then reach out to your senator. If you have any friends, share this with your friends. Tag them in a post. I'm taking all my friends in this post. So if you're a friend of mine and you're in South Dakota, you're welcome. I love you guys, and I appreciate your support, because I know my son is going to appreciate the chance when he gets to become a dad, that he doesn't have to go to court and fight to just be allowed to be a dad to his kids. He's going to be a great man. He's going to be a loving, supportive, connected, and intentional father to his kids, and that when that chance comes, I hope that he makes better choices than I did. And also, no matter what, we have the opportunity right now to because sometimes you don't know who the person is that you choose to have a kid with, right? You don't know. Sometimes you think you know this person, you have a kid, and then things change. Life happens. And just because that does happen doesn't mean that you shouldn't be allowed to be a father to your kids. And so I don't want my son to be in that position. I want my son to have a chance to be the dad that he knows he's capable of being and chooses to be for our kids and our grandkids, and he can raise them up. And your kids deserve the same respect. And I want everybody to go through that. And I don't want them to go through family court. I don't know who all on here has been through family court or is getting ready to go to family court. It's an awful place for any parent to be at. I don't know of any custodial parents who said they loved it. And every non-custodial parent says it was one of the most emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, every possible way it drained them of their beingness. And we don't need that. Our kids need to have parents who move through the divorce and separation, empowering themselves, growing and building upon who they are to find themselves and have a better life. Kids need their parents to be better, not to be in the hurt and go through a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year battle to be allowed to be their parents. Kids need that to be quick. Kids need their parents to love them, support them, and care for them. And these bills are going to give kids that opportunity. Take 5 minutes. I've spent 13 and I've rambled on the whole freaking time. So take 5 minutes, click on the links, put in your name, make sure you put a prefix, Mr. or Mrs., because that's important, and then send it off. And then if they respond, great. Tell them thank you. I appreciate your information. Be kind, be supportive, and then if they don't say they're going to vote the way you want them to, then you know who you're going to not vote for next time, right? The person who doesn't vote for our kids. And if you want to have your kids get success, you put people in place who are going to vote for them. And so this is our chance to go out there right now. We have 2 bills. SB 172, that bill is for rebuttal presumption of equal shared parenting. And then we have SB 181. That says that when a kid's born, unmarried fathers, huge group of dads right now in this world, probably somewhere in a range of like 30%, maybe 40% of dads are unmarried fathers. You establish paternity with Senate Bill 181, and you get right away the minimum non-custodial visitation that's given by the state, which is I think a Wednesday overnight and every other weekend. And so it's important to fill these things out. Take the time, 5 minutes, drink your coffee, read through the description on the side that I did not do tonight, and know the details, because if they do call you up, if they do want to talk to you about it, or you do have a chance to have a conversation, you get to be informed about what it is you're going to say. I know most of the stats, and I'm guessing that's probably what it was, and it probably would have served me to read through it ahead of time. And where we are right now is you get to click on that link, you get to read the stuff, you get to know it, and you get to send it off to your senator, and then be done. And then whatever your job is, enjoy it. It's going to be a cold one tomorrow. I hope you stay warm. I wish you guys all the best. Let's go South Dakota. I intend to be in Pierre later on this week, taking part on talking to the senators and judging the position and where everybody's at, and then working on getting this done. So your guys' support between now and then is going to help to push the people in our direction, make my conversations easier, and allow me the opportunity to go out there and make some headway working with Tom Pischke and the other people with NPO. We got some great guys. Spencer Reitzman's on the group again, always here. I'm not sure all I can say or not, but Eric Grover is part of the group, and so is Derek Gilbertson. And we got a great group. These guys are extremely passionate and focused. I'm blessed to be with them, and I believe our kids are blessed to have such a focused and committed group of guys out here right now pushing this legislation to make this happen. If you know anybody who's out there, tag them in this post, give them the links, share it with everybody you know, because that's how we get this thing to change. I appreciate you all. I wish you guys all the best. And let's bring shared parenting to South Dakota in 2025. Let's go, boys. Let's get it. See you guys.